Everyone, so today's video is going to be a kind of diet slash weight loss slash exercise slash body image update. So where am I in terms of all of that? I'm still going strong. I have lost 8 kilos, so kind of a little bit over a stone. I don't know what it is in pounds. People always ask me this and I'm kind of a bit like, you're asking me a question that would take you 2 seconds to Google, and I obviously don't know the answer, because if I did know the answer I would say it in pounds. I don't know it in pounds. I know it in kilos and I sort of know it in stone. Other than that, sorry, Google what it is in pounds. If I remember I'll put it here, but I don't know. Yeah, so I've pretty much lost that, which is not an insignificant amount of weight. It's a good start. It's the tip of the iceberg because I want to lose a lot more. But I am already starting to feel it. My clothes feel a bit looser. I feel a bit better. And I have changed a few things up. So I was just calorie counting. I was doing the Accent shakes, which by the way, a lot of you asked me to kind of do a full sort of review and like how I got on with them kind of video. If you're interested in that still, I will do. But my general consensus, don't use words that you can't say, is that they work very well, they're very effective, they fill you up, you're not hungry, but they're a little bit tricky if you're on the go, which most of us are. If you're at home, then they're fine, but they only taste good, I think, if they've got ice in them, and yeah, little bit tricky, but it, you know, that's my general idea anyway. And so then I was just calorie counting, which wasn't working very well for me because my fitness pal instructed me to do 1,200 calories, which was way too much for me and I wasn't losing any weight. And then what happened then? Then I then kind of was eating a little bit less calories than that, and that was okay, but it kind of wasn't very satisfying. And so what I decided to do was to try and go low carb. And the reason that I've always avoided going low carb is I don't eat meat and I don't eat fish. So it was kind of like, well, what do you eat then? It's a little bit tricky. But I am pleased to say that I've actually found it incredibly easy to follow, because I've been sticking to fruit and yogurt for breakfast, and then alternating between salads and a salad or an omelette if I'm home. So if I'm home, like today for example, I'm going to go and make an omelette soon, and I'll make like a cheese and onion omelette, like put some low fat cheese in it, with some fry light, 2 eggs, 1 egg white to make it extra fluffy, and then have that with like some grilled asparagus or some like steamed broccoli, something like that. And I really enjoy that. I really like it, and it's really filling and really easy to follow. Like, I'm actually very surprised at how easy to follow I've been finding it, and I've definitely seen results. I'm weighing myself weekly, which is another thing that I kind of struggle a bit with. I want to weigh myself every day. I kind of have to keep an eye on it constantly, and it gets a bit obsessive and a bit unhealthy, so you know, that is what that is. But it's been working really well for me. In terms of working out, I have started doing a little bit on the exercise bike, so I've kind of done between half an hour to 20 minutes most days, not every day though, because that's going to lead me into the next thing, which is that things have been a bit hectic lately, because restaurant stuff's been quite hectic and I'm still working 3 days a week, so trying to fit everything in has not been super easy, but I've been managing that okay. But my grandma is very poorly, and it's quite serious. I won't talk about it too much because I'm really like sort of anxious and upset about it, and I can't really talk about it because I'll just cry if I talk about it. So that kind of, we had to go there on Friday, and then I hadn't eaten anything, and I didn't have, like, we went straight there when I finished work early, and so I didn't have any time to have any dinner, and they were having pizza, so I just had a bit of pizza. But it was one of those things where, like, I didn't even want the pizza. It wasn't even nice. And then I just was a bit like, oh, what did I do that for? And then the next day I was out at my mum's as well, and I just kind of had a treat day kind of thing and just ate whatever, and then didn't feel very good. And then yesterday I just, you know, ate really perfectly. I didn't even like really constrict myself, which is what I usually do. If I know I've eaten something like, you know, not great the day before, I'll try and be extra careful yesterday. But I didn't. I just had, like, you know, the same as I've had. So fruit, yogurt, eggs, salad. But this morning I was a little bit heavier. It was half a kilo, but still it's not what you want at all. Especially not because I was so happy last week with kind of where I was. But I'm hoping that kind of in the next couple of days it'll go back to what it was, and we'll just go from there. But that's been something that's a bit tricky, I think, because if I plan, then I'm okay. But sometimes there's situations that present themselves where you can't plan, and then it's kind of a bit, it sucks. And I know people are very, very divided, aren't they, on the whole cheat day thing. Some people think it's really good, some people think it's not. I don't do it all the time. I don't do it every week. I try and avoid it if I can, but sometimes if you're at somebody else's house or something like that, then I just think, fuck it. And it works better for me to make it a treat day, because it's like, okay, then it's done and dusted, not like a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. That's worse for me when I'm trying to lose weight. It's better for me to just like, okay, you're done now. Be like conscious of what you're eating. So yeah, there's that. I don't think that you can necessarily tell that I've lost a ton of weight. I mean, it's not a ton, is it? It's, you know, not that much. I don't know. I think like maybe you can see a little bit, but you can't see that much. I mean, maybe sort of, I don't know. I don't think it's that visible. But I'm feeling a bit today, like a bit, I feel fat, basically, which, you know, happens to me quite often. But the eating side of it, I've really got under control. Like, I don't kind of have cravings, I'm not hungry, I'm getting on really, really well with it. So yeah, I'm shocked at how easy the low carb thing is, and it works really well for me. So that's where we are. I'll do another one of these when I've lost like a little bit more weight. I'll do them sort of as and when. Well, I don't know, do you want me to do them like really specifically? I did also, just so you know, set up a separate Instagram account to do with all diet related stuff, because I didn't want to bore everybody on my other one. So I have done that. I'll link it down below for you. It's just called Diet with V. You'll recognise my picture, and I've been posting what I'm eating and stuff like that on there if you're interested. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all very soon.